That's good. That's good. So that's a good one. Hopefully, this gonna be the last one on the wheel. So I'm not gonna take y'all all night. And I appreciate y'all for being what we said. One more on the wheel, and then we're gonna we'll wrap it up, man. Because this is cool. This has been cool. This really is. It's something new. So you have to let me know how it go and how y'all like it. You know, you're not gonna hurt my feelings.
I'm enjoying
my
it.
feelings.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you can't hurt my feelings. That's for sure.
Kind of like being at the barbershop. In my time, we don't know anything about that, right?
Barbershop. We don't know about no barbershop.
Yeah, I go get my beard every now and then, but I'm saying, but these topics, man, just looking at these topics,
Yeah.
we gotta be ready to jump
Gotta
in
be
and
ready
whatever,
to go.
you know.
That's it. Gotta be ready to go. So the next one is health. Okay. Now, it's not by accident that I got all these men on the stage. So it's not by accident. I mean, so and the next one is health. So I guess the question is, how open are you about sharing experiences you had or have with your health to other men? So my time, you're number one, bro.
I share my experiences because recently, well, last year, what is it? August, September, October. In October, they had me on metformin for years. I said, I don't need it. Yeah, we want to get your numbers down. I said, I don't need it. I know what the problem is. I eat too much. I love candy. I love chips. I love to eat. I love to eat snacks. I can eat candy all day and all that stuff, and I know it makes my numbers go high. Oh, I want to put you on this number. I want to put you on this drug. No, I ain't taking no more. He said, well, you got to get your number. I said, if I get my numbers down to the right numbers, you saying, oh, it's already up to 7. If I get it below 7, it was like 7.8. One time before I was going to the doctor regularly, my numbers was over 10, like 11. I had the ketosis. What do you call that? Ketosis?
Ketosis.
Ketosis. I didn't know what I had. I was losing weight.
I'm sorry. Ketosis.
Ketosis.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't know what I had. I went to a meeting. I had a meeting when I met Les Brown. We did a live show with Les Brown. Met Les Brown. I'm feeling good, but I'm losing weight. I'm exercising. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Went to the doctor. It was like, yo, your thing is 10 point something, 10.8 or something like that. And you gotta get that numbers down.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, okay, fine. But they didn't give me the metformin then. Something happened. Anyway, we're gonna put you on metformin. No, I'm not gonna stay on this metformin. If I get my numbers down, can you take me off that medicine? Yeah, okay. I said, I'm serious. If I get my numbers down, you're gonna take me off. Yeah, I'll take it off. That was and I went August, July. I went to the doctor in July. Well, I took a juice cleanse, a fresh juice cleanse, because I tried everything else. I took it for like 4 days. I lost weight. My numbers was good. Went to the doctor. Took the test. He was like, yo, what did you do? You look good, Anthony. He never said that before. Yo, what did you do? I said, what are you talking about? He said, your numbers are good. Your numbers are really good. He's from a farm. Your numbers are really good. I said, I told you I eat too much. If I stop eating what I was eating before, my numbers going to go down naturally. But I did a juice cleanse. It knocked it all the way down to under 7. I said, so you take me off the metformin, right? Yeah. I said, no, you say you take me off, right? Yeah, I'm taking you off. What did you do? I said, well, I exercise and, I took a juice cleanse. I knocked everything, the toxicity out and everything, and that's it. Oh, let me see. He typing everything in the document. So I'm telling people, take care of your health. Take care of your body because you got people that's depending on you. And I have people depending on me, but I wanted to eat. I eat at night after 8 o'clock, chips, popcorn, some banana cakes, some banana bread, and all of this stuff.
Yes.
But if you don't eat after a certain time, you can regulate your. I'm starting a juice cleanse maybe tomorrow or the next day, but I got to prepare myself for the juice cleanse, right? So I stopped eating like I was eating since Monday. So from Monday to now, I check my numbers. I ain't even started the juice cleanse. My numbers is less than 110. So I'm like, so if I don't even take the juice cleanse, I'm still gonna regulate my numbers. I'm talking about your A1, your A1C and then your glucose level.
Yeah.
If
Right.
I eat like I was eating before, I'm regulating my numbers, even if I don't take the juice cleanse. But I'm taking the juice cleanse to get the toxicity out and all that other stuff that's there. So I'm telling everybody, take care of your health. Whatever you got to do, try it. If you don't try it, how you know it's not going to work? And they took me off of Met. I did a video. I was crying on the video. I'm crying. They got me off metformin. I'm going to cry. But if stuff happened like that, when the last time a doctor take you off medicine?
Right. Right.
So I'm telling people, if you got an opportunity, take care of yourself. You don't know what to do, try what you have to try. It might work, and it worked for me. So I'm telling everybody,
Gotcha.
health is your wealth. Take care of yourself.
That part right there.
Wow. Wow. Walt, anything you want to add to that? Or
So for my situation, I'm 61, and like I said, I was a firefighter. So there are a lot of things that are specific to that profession. Number one, not lung cancer, but heart attacks. Uh, Thanksgiving. After dinner, I had maybe 30 people over the house, and all the guys we over here watching football and talking trash. And one of the wives came over to us and said, I remember a time when you guys would be over here talking about, women in sports, right?
Mhm.
And now you old guys over here talking about Social Security and Medicare. you know, so so it was and glad to get that information because I'm not old enough to get the Social Security or have to go through Medicare, but I'm getting close, right?
Right.
But about 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I'm on the phone with two other guys and we're having conversations and we get together. We used to all work together, and so we, get together, try to get together once a month, but it's more like every 3 months for lunch. And we were talking about where we were going and what to drink and who's buying and all that good stuff. And we got to comparing our blood work,
Right.
and everybody has the standard stuff: A1C, prostate, yada yada yada, your cholesterol and all that good stuff. But one of my buddies, he had like 25 more biometric markers than we had. So he's asking me, yeah, okay, that's your such and such, but what about your so and so? And I'm like, I don't have that. Where are you getting all this stuff from? So there's a company, and I'm not even going to mention their name, but there are companies out there,
Mhm.
and I signed up, and they came to my house, took my blood, and gave me 50 biometric markers.
Mhm.
And here's what I noticed because when I approached my doctor about it, these tests, because I don't exhibit any symptoms of anything, he doesn't test for them. My insurance wouldn't even cover that because I'm paying out of pocket for this. It's not expensive, but still I'm paying out of pocket for these other things, right? Just to see, because these are the indicators before the indicators. You know what I
Right.
mean? So before your A1C gets high, such and such happens. Before your cholesterol gets high, I'm gonna use the word homocysteine
Mhm.
is one of the things that tracks that. So there's like 25 other biometric markers. Now, the irony is while the lady is over here taking my blood, because I usually get my fire department, you get your physical every year, so I always get a physical every year around my birthday. And while the lady's taking my blood, I get a call from a guy who's still working. He said, "Hey man, they're giving esophageal test down at one of the firehouses, not far from my house." So I go down there after she does the blood work, and I get that. I'm scheduled to take my colonoscopy coming up in March. My consultation, and then they'll schedule me for a colonoscopy.
right.
I know plenty of guys who's died from colonoscopy. I mean, who died from colon cancer, prostate cancer, and let me tell you something, man. Sometimes when these guys get diagnosed, it's their first time getting tested
Yeah.
for these things, and
Right.
these guys are over 50 years old. So, and I just left the nursing rehab center today. A buddy of mine just had a stroke, and he's got some deficiencies on his left side. So, man, when we went across country on the motorcycle, and also being in that profession, you sleeping in the bunk room or you walk through the bunk room, And man, half of the guys in there have CPAP machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, so hey man, your health, like you say, your health is your wealth. It makes no sense to be retired or be older and not being able to enjoy it, you know. And I gotta tell you, man, that medication thing, you know, like you say, the name of the game is to get off it. And you talk about your weaknesses. Mine is not cookies, cakes, and pies. Hey, but Big Jack, you know this, man. Boy, I sure do like that ice cream, man. I love ice cream.
Oh,
Oh man, I mean, like if I figure if I play around the golf, especially during the summer, if I play around the golf, hey man, you got to treat yourself to some Cold Stone or even a Frosty, you know. And then in the summer, I love seafood, so I love crabs.
oh yeah.
So I noticed like when I would go get my physical in November, my cholesterol would be high because I eat crabs every week. Crabs and shrimp every weekend. It's crabs and shrimp.
Yeah.
And so I had to catch myself, you know. And then so we got this joke now, you know, you see a guy your age, my age, eating something he's not supposed to eat, especially man, you leave a golf course. And Jack, you know the Wednesday group, all these guys are
Right.
10 years older than me. So it's a bunch of older guys that we play golf with, and that's kind of like my cautionary tale, you know, because I get to see what they were going through, and I try to, you know, basically avoid those things. But you know, a guy gets in there and gets something, man, you say, hey man, you know, you're too old to be eating that, man. A man your age should not be eating that, man. And then you think back to the days we used to leave the club,
Yeah.
go get a full meal, and then
Go
go lay down on it.
Go lay down, go sleep. Yeah.
They go to sleep, man. And you know, so I just got to tell you, man, to have that conversation uh with 4 men, with 3 other brothers today, just to talk about that stuff, man, is what used to be taboo.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be taboo. I mean, I'm old enough to remember, man, like, you know, it was like taboo, man. And then you make jokes about, you know, you go to your prostate exam, man, you know, be careful, the Super Bowl champ is in there and he got the ring on his finger. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know, so I mean, but those was like that was taboo, man. But
Right.
a lot of people are dying from embarrassment.
Right.
And I got to tell you, man, and unfortunately, being a firefighter, most people, a lot of people use the emergency room as their primary care provider
Yep.
because
Yeah.
people don't have health care.
Yep.
You
Mhm.
know, so I would encourage everyone, man, whatever you want to call it, go out there and if you can, if you are eligible, get some health care. And especially when you're young, you figure you don't need it, but man, eventually, trust me, bro, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, you're going to need it.
Yes, sir.
You are going to need it, and I got to tell you, and even dental.
Yeah.
You know, even your dental stuff. I mean, you know, you can get a toothache, an abscess tooth, you can get infection from that, it can kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, just things like that, man, as you get older. And I'm gonna let you guys go on this one. I'm sorry to take up all the time, but I got a buddy, man. God bless the dead, and you can Google this guy. His name was Kirk Bowden, Bowden, and he was he was a U.S. Marshal, a deputy U.S. Marshal in D.C., and he was James Meredith's bodyguard when he was in college. But he was a U.S. Marshal, but he was posing as a college student. And when he was, you know, he passed probably about 6, 7 years ago, maybe. But I'm over his house, man. He's like 80 something years old, and I'm helping him back into bed. And he said something to me, man. It was just so profound, man. He said, "Walt, getting old ain't for sissies, man. You got to be tough to get old, Jack." He said, because it's not for everybody, man. He said, it's not for everybody. He said, man, your body is going to slow down in ways you'll never believe. And I didn't, you know, of course, when you're young, you don't believe it. But as you get older, you
Mhm.
know, man, the other day, man, I almost sprained my ankle trying to tie my shoe. So, you know, it catches up to you, man. So I just want to say that, man, let's keep those conversations going. And, you know, sometimes, man, it's good to talk about your health. I mean, it was taboo, but find some people you trust, some people you respect, and shout out to all the people who have had situations that have shared their specific situations publicly, man, because that's not an easy thing, man. So
Nah,
thank you for that.
nah.
Is
Thanks,
it,
Mark.
is
Thanks.
it me or I lost everybody?
No, I
Now
still
we can
see
see
you.
you.
We
We can
still
see you and hear you.
Yeah. We can hear you. We can see
You
you.
hit your camera. Did you hit your camera button?
Did you hit the button with the chat?
You over there pushing buttons,
Hello.
man.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
see
you.
you. We hear you.
Maybe he don't want to answer the question. Maybe that's it. Maybe
Okay, I just got everybody back. The screen went black, and
Okay.
Yeah, you must hit the chat button.
You
So
must
if you
hit the
hit that
chat
chat
button, yeah.
button,
Sometimes you hit the chat button, that's what happens.
it'll
oh,
take you
okay.
off.
All right.
Hey, Q Bonds, hey man, look, I'm not gonna say who said it, but we all thought it. I said, did he just get scared to answer the question?
He ain't
Uh,
answer
I,
the question.
I was waiting my turn for you to finish, and
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I know I got long-winded, man. Come
but
on,
no,
bring it on, man.
right when you said, right after you said, getting old ain't for sissies, it went all black.
Oh, hey, it must have been HR thinking it was me. I'm on my way to HR. Yeah.
But in terms
Oh,
of me, I try to be as transparent as possible because I got a lot of nephews that are that's coming up under me, and trying to help them basically negotiate life in the best possible way with health. And one of the main things is because I deal with I do have high blood pressure. I battle high blood pressure because I mean, in college, they called me the Cookie Monster, you know, for, for two reasons. But uh, yeah. So,
Okay.
but and what happens is when you finish, your career playing ball and whatnot, you don't work out, with the same veracity as you do, but you keep your appetite.
Mhm.
Right.
That's
Right.
a lot of us get in trouble is that we keep our appetite, but our as we're getting older, our bodies are not metabolizing, and it's not basically extracting waste like it once did. So
Right.
I and like I said, I try to be transparent with everything. So I've had some I've had some serious conversations with a brother, and I decorum is keeping me from having the conversation I really want to have right now. So for a thing that I experience, and that brothers have to be careful for, because they can give you like Anthony was saying, they will give you the medication for to treat the symptom of whatever it is that you're experiencing, and the byproduct of it is is probably more than likely 10 times out of 10 worse than what you're trying to treat you for.
Yeah, the side effects. Yeah.
So and let me tell you something. The moment when your soldier's not standing up, bruh, you immediately you immediately it grabs your you know
Mhm.
and but I like I tell my nephews, I say, you'll find yourself saying that my world is crumbling down unless unless you're proud of what you all have accomplished together, and you can walk into the sunset with it over your shoulder and saying, we've accomplished a lot together.
Mhm.
But at any rate, you still want to be able to perform on demand for listen, for the commonwealth of your physical relationship with your wife or significant other. So and I tell them all the time, man, listen, medication, medication needs to be the last resort. you know so nutrition, exercise, and and it doesn't guarantee you anything, because, and like I tell them, hey, listen, I'm battling I'm battling arthritis like it's nobody's business.
Oh yeah.
I,
Mhm.
the worst thing for me is, I cracked my tailbone, and I got arthritis around my tailbone, bruh. And some days, some days, it's tough walking. It's tough sitting down. You don't want to walk. You don't want to sit down. So you in limbo.
Yeah.
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 And but and like I tell them, and just like the brother Boughton, told you, bruh, it ain't for sissies.
Yeah.
We're getting older, and you got to be tough.
Yeah.
I told my orthopedic, because they, what's first they want to do with arthritis, they want to shoot you up or
Oh
have
yeah.
surgery.
Yeah.
That's
I,
they're just
I
masking it.
hey,
Yeah.
listen. Let me tell the brothers this. Then I'm gonna get off of it. But for some reason, whenever you having issues with your upper leg or your hip area, they want to give you hip replacement surgery.
Yeah.
And I told my I told the orthopedic specialist, I said, no, I tell you what. I said, I'm not gonna take the shots anymore, because listen, the shots it's a 3-week wonder. It makes you wonder whether you're gonna hurt today or tomorrow, or you just have consistent hurt. So I'm not gonna deal with that anymore. And we're doing surgery. I'm just gonna take this to the house. And so, Dr. Stone, she was like, what? Hold on. What do you mean take it to the house? I said, I'm gonna take it to the great physician's house. He takes care of it there, because I'm not letting y'all cut on me or shoot me ever again. But quick story, in college, but my senior year of college, uh, but at my senior year, because I tore up the ligaments of my ankle, I was getting a shot, a cortisone shot. You're supposed to get 2 a year. I was getting one for every game.
Wow.
Bone on bone,
Yeah.
bone
Yeah.
on bone.
Wow.
But they want you to perform. They want you to play, and everything is, you're basically making decisions as a uninformed young man who has the S on his chest, which stands for stupid,
Right.
and and you want to
Sucker.
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 I want to say sucker, but you don't know that at the time. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah,
which makes you a stupid sucker.
right, right. But what ends up happening is, cartilage and everything, and now in these years I'm battling arthritis, and they want to put foreign material in my body, and I was like, no, we're not gonna do we're not, we're not gonna do man-made cartilage. We're not gonna do that. So I mean, yeah. I try to be as transparent, and I try to be as a resource to any brother that I come in contact with in terms of health.
That's
I
good.
uh I was telling Big Jack, man, like you talking about arthritis, like we play golf together and we bowl together. So, my knee hurts so much it's not even part of my complaint anymore. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I tell people all the time, I don't play bad golf because my knee hurts, but my knee hurts because I play bad golf. So when I don't have my swing, when I'm not set up properly, and I'm putting that unnecessary torque on my knee, on my left knee, especially because I'm right-handed getting through the ball, it's crazy, man. But that's part of it. I mean, it's like the old people say back in the day, just keep living. Just keep living.
You're doing
Just
right.
keep living. Just keep on living. You'll see. And I mean, I used to make jokes at guys and then these young guys make jokes about me now. So it's like it's okay, man. Just keep.
Yep.
And I used to joke with Big Jack's father about stuff that I was like, oh man, yeah. I mean, but like, hey man, getting out the car, if I sit down too long in the car, man,
Yeah.
it's like
Yes,
I
sir.
got to get out the car, stand up,
Yeah.
Amen.
get myself together, yeah. And I'm like, okay, And my last episode, man, a while ago, uh, that moment in your life, man, when you realize you're not the man you used to be.
Yeah.
Mine happened on a golf course, man. I hit a ball in the woods. Big Jack used to be Westminster. Now it's what is that? up the way we play that place all the time. Big Jack,
Westminster.
what's that? Used to be Westminster, but now it's real
Yeah.
hilly, man. Number
Okay.
8, number 9 and 18 down in the bottom. What is that? Whatever that is.
Yeah. I
Uh,
got you.
I hit one across in the woods, but it's like you go. It's across the creek. It's in the woods, but I can get to it. So I walk up to get to the ball, and the creek is still between me and the fairway, but I was able to just punch the ball back out into the fairway. But now I got to walk all the way back to where I entered the woods to get back on in play. But why do that when you can just jump the creek, right? I mean, it's just the creek. Just jump the creek. Man, I came down the hill and I'm just gonna jump the creek. I mean, it's only, man, probably it ain't 6 feet, it's probably more like 4. You know, I'm 5'9". I mean, it's jump the creek. And bruh, I took off. As soon as I took off and got in midair, I realized I ain't gonna make it. And I'm in the water, splash! And my foot is stuck in the mud. I just thank God my shoe didn't get stuck in the mud. I was embarrassed, man. I got out of there so fast, man. And hey, Big Jack, I was with two guys that we played with, a Bo and a
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And so they still clown me to this day. And but that was the moment that you realize, yeah, you're not who you used to be, man. So yeah, now it's like, okay, you play, you fight in your weight class, you play within your range, and you do what you can do. So it's kind of like the old bull now instead of the young bull. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man. So I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Hey, none of
But
us.
no, but you gotta understand, man. Once you stop moving, you literally
That's it.
stop moving.
Yes, sir.
So whatever it is to keep moving, for me anyway, I just got to keep moving. Even if I go out and walk around the golf for 2, at least try to get one in a week. And I got a electric cart that I push, that I don't push, but it's electric and it goes. So I just walk and get my steps in, man. And I go outside and hit the heavy bag and the speed bag and all that good stuff, man. Because I gotta tell you, man, once you go to your reunion and you run into people, and it's like, man, this guy's older. He's my age, but he looks twice as old, man. Because your 20s and 30s catch you in your 50s for sure.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
They catch you in your 50s, man. So sorry, Big Jack. I know I stepped in front of you, man.
No. Look, I don't have anything to share, so y'all good. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
okay,
I don't
yeah,
have
man.
those men problems.
Yeah,
I don't have those
yeah.
men problems. No.
Just keep living. Just keep living.
Yeah, for
Keep
real.
living. That's a new term. Keep living.
What I was
Keep-
what I was told was when you turn 50, your check engine light comes on a whole
Oh
lot
yeah,
more
come
than
on.
it used to.
Yeah, it come
So,
on. Yeah.
so
Come
it's
on.
not
But
it's not a maintenance light,
smell.
it's a check engine light. So you got to get a
but
mechanic to check this one
but
out.
a lot of people, just like in your car, man, they see the check engine light and they just cover it up.
Keep it on. Act like it ain't seen.
Minimize it. I
So
got one in my car right now. My dad, I got a bad tire sensor, and I keep going through there to get it replaced, but I just don't feel like waiting 2 hours to get in line to get the daggone thing replaced. So I just, but my
so
tire pressure is good, which is not a real check engine light. But hey, man, some people don't even pay
no,
attention to it. And
they
then
don't pay
here's the
attention to the
thing,
money.
man, especially for men, prostate, colon, which is very popular in men, and just like breast cancer in ladies, but more so prostate, colon for men, because I can speak on those two just from my experience with my friends. Hey man, those are slow growing cancers.
Yep.
So
Gotta check
if
out.
you go and get your prescribed checkups,
Uh-huh.
you can catch those things.
Right.
The worst thing in the world, man, and I have had a few buddies that go, man. It's like, and they hear, like, man, if I had just gone sooner,
Right.
I wouldn't be. And then, of course, man, hey, man, we're invincible, man. We're gonna live forever, right? I mean, I just think about the young lady Angie Stone talking about
Yeah.
music, just died in a car accident.
Right.
So, hey, man, you gotta just, and then we all. I mean, like I said, ice cream is my weakness, man. I love seafood, I love ice cream, everything in moderation, I'm sure. But I mean, when you're 30s and 40s, you can do a lot of things that you can't do in your 50s and 60s.
That's
So
right.
yeah, that's what it is, man.
No, and that's the thing. I mean, being a ball player when I was
Mhm.
younger, and you bulk up to play the game. You know, you really bulk up. You put a lot of weight on, a lot of muscle, and this and that. But then when you stop playing, it's like, what are you going to do with all of this? You know what I'm saying? There's, you know, and then it's like you say that because you got older and you're not playing, so now all of a sudden, you know, you don't have that exercise that you were doing and to get it off, and you know, and it does. It takes a lot. And then when you're dealing with a lot of pain, because of the injuries you might have suffered and the surgeries you had and all, it makes it tougher to go. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go work out, or I'm gonna go hit the gym, because it's like this takes a lot of work. You know, like I say, you know, to get up there. Like I broke 2 vertebrae in high school, so I broke 2 vertebrae in high school. They did all this surgery so I could get on the field and play. But then, you know, as you get older, all that stuff comes back. It's like, okay, so, you know, you can't go walk down the street without, you know, I'm going to go play around the golf or bowl or whatever. I need a pain pill just to get through that, you know, and that's where it's saying. And then something that you had mentioned, Anthony, where the doctor and the medicine and all that, I look at it like this, and I always say it to anybody: a lawyer practice law.
Right.
And a doctor practice medicine.
Right.
But they're practicing on you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what they're practicing on. They're practicing on you. They're practicing because that's why, like you said, the man was writing down, what did you do? Because I'm going to do this or somebody else is going to come in here. Instead of giving him the medicine, I'm going to tell him, because he practiced on you. He got, you know, you was able to get around it with the medicine. But at the same time, that's how they practice. They're practicing on different patients, and they'll learn from the next patient and the next patient. Well, this didn't work for you. Let's try this medicine. This one, let's try this medicine. They're just practicing. They don't really know. You know, it's you know, you have to know for yourself that, hey, there's something else I could be doing, or are you just going to just take the medicine? You know, that's and the big thing is, you know, and Walt, you know the story, and my time, I had prostate cancer, so you know I had it, you know, so. And went through the surgery and all of that stuff, and then you're thinking, okay, it's over. You know, I did the surgery, it's over, and then I go get my numbers checked, and the numbers were still high. So they said, well, maybe we didn't get it all. I'm like, what? So it's like, I'm not going to let you. I mean, you know, I'm not going to, you know, go through this. And so now they throw these different things at you. We can give you a shot. We can give you the, you know, the testosterone shots, you know, so, you know, to boost that up because it slows down the prostate growth and this and that. Or we can do radiation, and you know, so yeah.
So the test, they lower your testosterone. They put more estrogen, give more estrogen
right,
into
more
your
estrogen
body.
in the body.
Because testosterone, right, will feed your prostate.
Right,
will feed it. Right, okay.
Yeah. So I apologize. Yeah. So,
no, I just want to make clear, because
and
the reason I say that is because there's side effects to that, guys tell me. And my buddies are like, man, I got to tell my wife I'm sorry because I got hot flashes now. You know what I mean? So,
and that's the whole thing. Like, you're back to the side effects again. So now, you know, so you got more issues dealing with what you know, I was here for this, but now I got this, and this. And it makes it harder. It makes it harder. It makes it tougher. And then, you know, people say, well, why men, you know, won't go to the doctor? Why men won't? And a lot of it is because it's really not until you feel something or that you know something, or, you know, like a lot of women, they get, you know, and from experience and talking to women, but, you know, they'll go through a cycle at a certain age in their life that will almost cause them to go see a doctor after, you know, because you're at a point where men they don't have that issue. And because they don't have that, it just means that it's going to be that much later before you go see a doctor if no one's going to make you go see a doctor. If it wasn't for sports, I probably would have never had a physical, you know, because it was no reason. The physical was just something to go on the field and play. And they wasn't checking for everything. All they checking for is, you got 2 knees, you got 2 elbows, 2 wrists. Can you run? Can you bend? You got eyes? That was it. It wasn't about, you know, seeing if I was healthy or anything like that. It was just more, yeah, you're good enough to get on the field and play. Yeah. But and even in the military, it wasn't like a bunch of blood work and stuff like that. It's, you know, they do those basic checks, they put you in, and you perform, and that's all they're looking for. So it wasn't like, say, now that you get older, and the big thing is, especially men won't share the stories with other men in their family. And when we're talking about health, so there might be a history in your family that you didn't even know, because we won't talk to each other about it.
Sure.
So if you knew that was in the family, if you knew that was part of the history or the blood, then I might have went and got that checked when I was 30, not wait till I
Yeah.
was 50. So
Yeah,
those are
because
some of the things
that's a
that,
fact.
yeah, those are some of the things. And I'm saying they say health is wealth. So I know you said that already, and Maria Holiday is saying the same thing. But you're right, 100%. And so I know right now, like they say, do you ever donate your body to science? I say they would be donating my body to science fiction. They don't want nothing to do with this. They don't want nothing to do with this. They don't want nothing to do with this in real science. It's science fiction because it's all
Yeah,
chewed up, man. It's all
you
chewed up.
talking about cut it out, man. What are you doing, man? But
This
hey
is
man, I gotta tell you, man, salute to you, brother, because I know your story. And you're younger than me.
mhm.
And like I said, man, when you first started going through checking your journey, I, hey man, I commend you for talking to other people about it because
Mm,
just something as simple as being in the bowling alley,
Mhm.
playing golf, just being around other guys, being in the barber shop, and hey man, sometimes, man, when you say stupid stuff out loud, it doesn't sound stupid to you when you're saying it until some other guys look at you and look like, what?
Yeah.
So when because you say what you say to guys and because you have these conversations with guys, you basically are challenging them, you
Mhm.
know, and getting past that foolishness of being embarrassed and it's just part of it, man, because hey man, you live long enough. My grandfather said, you know, he said, man, life is funny. He said, when you have the health, you don't have when you have the health to do anything you want to do, you don't have the money, and when you get the money, sometimes your health starts failing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
right.
hey man, you just gotta do it. And my father died at 64 on a humble,
Oh wow.
just
Mm,
on a humble, man. Just on a humble. Probably had a couple car. He had a minor car accident, had a tear in his esophagus, man. I mean, and just on a humble. So when they just when they just told me about that test, the first thing I did, let me get down there and take that because you just want to know where you stand. Because you don't
right.
like in social media world and in the content world
Mhm.
is a great example. Because you don't like what people are saying doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah.
So facts are still facts.
Yeah.
And you gotta do these things. And as now I was looking at the news the other day talking about ladies, man. A lot of ladies are being denied mammograms, or there's another part of a mammogram that some women don't qualify to get because they have a dense tissue or something.
Mm,
So and then only to find out down the road, oh wow, if you had just come here earlier, it's like you're not sick enough yet, for us to be treating you. And the whole idea is prevention. Prevention is the key.
Mhm.
mm,
And so hey man, hey man, you go to the doctor, and we all are here. My time,
Yeah.
the doctor, every doctor you go to, man, if you look, probably need to lose 10 pounds and
Mhm.
yada 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 yada, right? But that's what it is, man. That's what it is. I mean, it's that health game is money. It's more money in servicing and cure and not curing, but
Sure.
treating than the
treating it.
cure. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to cure it. We want to just
yeah,
treat it.
So,
So my
that's
time I see it, you good?
I'm good. Hey, hey. Yo,
Uh,
listen. I love this iron sharpening iron, and we got
mm,
this thing with a couple of brothers I have. It's called tag, teaching another guy.
mm,
mm,
Teach another guy because there's things I know that you might not know, things you know that I don't know. But if we come together and just conversate, like we conversate now,
right, right.
we are sharing or depositing seeds of wisdom.
yeah,
Mm.
So I love this. I love this.
yeah.
No, no, and I like I said, I know we're way over on the after
Okay,
show.
yeah. I mean, but
No, 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 no,
yeah,
no. It's real talk, and it was the will.
mhm,
The will stopped at health. It could have stopped
yeah.
anywhere. We could be talking about relationships right now, money or whatever, but it stopped at health. So what I did was put a couple of things on the wheel that that just conversators, and then
Mhm.
spin the wheel and whatever came up. We talked about our music, we talked about movies, we talked about whatever else was up on there, but this is one of them that came out, and it's important that it is talked about. Like I said, it wasn't by chance. We had one time 4 men on the stage, and these are real topics, that come up, and I don't want to blow it off because, excuse me, someone's going to watch this video later,
Right.
and it's going to help them. You know what I'm saying? And no different than it's going to help us now, just talking about, excuse me, all the different, the different tests that you can get, or like you say, stepping up and taking care of yourself. Don't just depend on the medicine. Well, I'm taking pills, so I'm good. No, you're taking pills, but can you work your way off the pill? Can you work, like I hypertension and all those other things that you could have. And like I say, you take your medicine. Like my biggest thing, one of my number one things is, even when I have the medicine, I won't take the medicine. So then the doctor's like, if you just take the medicine, you probably be all right. But it's like, yeah, but it's like, it's a bothersome to get up and take the medicine and this and that. But it ain't a bothersome to be, to be sick, or whatever. But, and it's like, you can
so
find.
it's laying in the hospital, Jack.
And that, but again,
your body will eventually, and I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general, for the person who speeds, the person who doesn't wear a seatbelt, the person who doesn't take the medication, the person that doesn't eat right, eventually, it'll all come to catch up with you.
Oh, you're gonna pay the price.
So the whole heaven and hell thing is, and I'm using it as religion, just in that context, is like, how much can I do, eat, drink, do whatever, and still maintain a certain level of health, right? But hey man, I tell people all the time, man, they say you live fast, you die young, you have a pretty corpse. I told him come back as a blues singer, and that's a song. But sometimes the lucky ones pass. The lucky ones pass, man. I mean, I just walked into a rehab center today to see my buddy, and I didn't see anybody in the hallway that was older than me. I mean, think about that, man. I mean, in the world of fast food, microwave dinners, stress, the whole 9 yards. Hey, man, it's real.
Yeah.
And a stroke is just a brain attack. You got a heart attack, cardiac arrest. Well, a stroke is just an attack on your brain. And hey, man, so you got to know the symptoms of that.
Look, I got. I didn't even tell you that story. So look, let me tell you how dumb people could be, and I'm one of them. There's a S on the chest. All right, so this had to be 2000. I don't know, maybe 2007, 2008. One of those years. It's hard to say. It had to be after that. So I'm sorry. So around 2014, 2015. But anyway, I just started playing golf, just learning how to play golf. So
hey man,
back
remind
then,
me, superstar. I remember
so
those
I'm
days.
just learning how to play golf, and I was playing bad at that time. Meaning, so I was hurting my wrist because I'm hitting wrong and twisting wrong and this and that. So I'm on a journey. I'm traveling for my job, and I'm up in Pennsylvania, and I'm doing a drill for my job, and my fingers start tingling. They're tingling. So I'm thinking they're tingling because I tweaked my wrist playing golf or trying to play golf or not even know what I'm doing playing golf. But anyway, the drill is over. I'm on my way home. I'm driving down the road I'm up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, driving back to Maryland, and I'm just driving, tingling in the fingers. And now the tingling is around my lips. It's around my mouth, around my lips on my left side. And so anyway, still tingling, still feeling it. I get home safely. Thank you, God, for getting me home safely. Tingling still going on. I'm still sitting in my house. And then I'm saying, okay, I'm at home. It's just me and my youngest. And my wife, she's still at work. So I'm like, okay, when my wife get home, I'll go to the doctors because I'm feeling this tingling and stuff. So, all right. So when my wife get home, I'm going. But meanwhile, I got 911 already on my phone to the point that if something happened, I can at least hit the button before I pass out.
Yeah.
because you know you got something going on, but you're not even going to freaking do nothing or say nothing or
Until
even take care of it because it's just one of those you think you can really like self
yeah,
heal yourself. I'm going to sit here long enough and I'm going to heal
true.
myself. But
It's true.
anyway, the short of this whole story, I had a stroke. Yeah.
Wow.
So when
So
they actually checked it,
See,
what did they tell you? Early intervention is
oh
key.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
feel it.
So it's
yeah.
because of the time that I waited and the time that I took. They couldn't give me any medicine to stop the clot. So they, they can't give you
Mm,
the clot buster
right,
because of the fact.
right.
So it's just the fact that it was such a small stroke, a mini, if you want to look at it that way. I got the
TIA.
Yeah, so I got the tingling in the fingers and the tingling around the mouth and all, but that was pretty much all he got. If
Mm.
you stare at me, look me dead in my face, you can see the droopy eye and you can see
Mm,
those little things where it's just one of those. But it was like, how dumb can you be and how silly are you that you would put whoever was on that highway at risk, not saying nothing then. And then once you got home, you're sitting there saying, I'll wait until somebody get home and then I say, hey, I think I need to go to the doctor. Just go,
but
go.
you know what the number one symptom of a heart attack is? The number one symptom people give you is denial.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, people. I mean, because you just think about it, man. Here's the thing: the body is very, very resilient, right?
Mm,
And kids are even more resilient. So
Mm-hmm.
we adapt.
right.
We just adjust to our situation, our circumstances. And then, I ate this happened, the other thing happened. Uh, it could have been whatever. So when it happens, hey man, early intervention. And then I guess the older you get, the more you pay attention to your body too. I
Yeah,
mean, because you got to think, man, your body is telling you, it's telling you. The human body is
yeah,
an incredible thing, man. I mean, it's designed to do what it does, and when it's not hitting on all cylinders, man, you just got to be in tune enough with your body to understand that it's not. And then, like I said, man, my knee hurts. If my knee doesn't hurt, it's like I'm amazed, And like during the winter, it didn't hurt that much because I'm not doing that much on it,
Right,
right?
right.
right, right.
But as soon as I try it out at the bowling alley or the golf course, like if I go out the house without a knee brace or
Mm-hmm.
to bowling or golfing without a knee brace, I'm going to know right in at the beginning.
Yeah,
So, but other things, man, you just gotta figure, okay, I need to know that. And back to my time, you talked about you went into ketosis, right?
I was thinking about that.
So
I
let me tell you how dangerous that is. Let me tell you how dangerous that is. So a diabetic, right?
mm-hmm.
You can get you're glycemic, which is low, or hyper, which is high. All right. Now you know what hypoglycemia would do to you.
Mm-hmm.
But a hyperglycemic person, they have that ketone breath. So they
Mm-hmm.
smell like they've been drinking.
Yeah.
They're making irrational decisions. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
how many people have been shot, arrested, have been in fights because they were having diabetic emergencies but presented as a belligerent drunk?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm,
people who drink also have diabetes, so they very well could have been drunk on top of that.
Right.
But and they get this thing, man, and like the Incredible Hulk, So the whole idea of having first responders, especially police officers,
Mm-hmm.
to make them aware, and a lot of them have EMT card, emergency medical technician cards,
Mm-hmm.
because you show up on the scene of a guy who's having who's in ketosis, who's
Ketosis.
a hyperglycemic, you may think he's a madman, but he's just going through a diabetic emergency. And also, a person who has a seizure
Mm-hmm.
goes through a stage after they have a seizure where they're post-dictal, where you're not going to be able to answer questions. And a lot of times they may have wet their pants,
Mm-hmm.
so they just could present as a homeless person.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to go through your protocol and follow your protocol and go through what you need. So and I'm just saying this to your audience, just don't assume. I mean, like, hey man, everybody has a story. So just because you see a guy on the ground with a beer bottle and you saw him there yesterday and we ran him 3 times today, it doesn't mean in this moment that he's just drunk on the ground. So you got to, and with your relatives, man, hey man, take the keys from them. If they're not right, get them, and and learn the symptoms and signs of a stroke. Just little things, man, that you can do. I mean, just and especially if you have, if you get elderly people, you got kids, you got family members, just learn all of those things, man, because you may not need them now, but eventually, you may be in the line at the grocery store when you can help somebody,
Mm.
and that's what it's all about, man. So you know, the more you know, the more you can help others, and that's what a society has to do, man. That's the way a society works, man. We all in this together. When you get past all the BS, all the politics, whatever your situation is, there are core things as being part of the human race that you can do, that you can participate in, and it doesn't take you any effort, just being cognizant of what's going on in your surroundings, man. So I mean, I know I'm preaching, but I had to share that with you guys, man. So
Because what happened when I was going, it's gonna be quick. When I was going
Mhm.
through that situation,
Mhm.
I was feeling, oh, my heart is itching. But I
Mm.
feel like, I don't know, it's maybe strange. Going to the bathroom 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I didn't know I ain't drinking that much water.
Classic case.
Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. My head hurt. I'm cool. I'm eating food, but I'm losing weight. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I'll be okay. Then it got to the point. I'm laying in the bed. What if I'm having a heart attack? What if something happening? Oh, I'll go to the doctor in the morning. I did all that stuff. 2 weeks later, came back, went to my not mine, went to Florida, came back, had the meeting, came back. 2 weeks later, then went to the doctor. Hey, your numbers is crazy. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? You was losing weight, right? Yeah, you know what happened? Yeah, what you say, ketosis, whatever.
Ketosis. Yeah,
Yeah.
ketosis. Hmm.
He said, "What was you doing?" I said, "I didn't know. I was exercising. I thought I was losing weight." He said, "Nah, man, you kept on waiting too long. You would have been out of here."
Yeah.
I didn't know. My
One of my
body,
buddies I went across country with last year before last. He was having problems while we were on the road. I mean, like on a motorcycle trip across country.
and it happened before. It happened before too. While I was driving Greyhound,
Yeah, and
I was
think
stuck in
about it.
Whitfield.
You on a
I was stuck
Greyhound
in
bus,
Whitfield.
man. Think
No,
about it.
I
You on
was
a Greyhound bus. You got 50 people on the bus, 46 people, something like that.
at the time 46, and I was
46
driving
passenger bus. Yeah.
Whitfield, Virginia. Driving, I got sick. Start throwing up. I thought it was the
Mm,
Chinese food. Throwing up. Got
mm,
to Whitfield. Couldn't even drive the bus back the next morning. I said, I can't drive back.
Mm.
Got back, deadheaded back. Deadheaded back to New York. Went to the doctor. That's when this was like 30 years ago. Yeah, you were diabetic. What are you talking about? Your glucose level is 650. I laughed at him. I said, and so what that mean? That mean you could have
right.
had a stroke or you could have been
Stroke.
dead.
Right.
I
Right.
said, I didn't know that. And
It
that was the
amazed you
start.
walked in there.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
start. And I was like, man,
Yeah.
I could have been dead.
Wow.
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 So,
Yeah,
like you
man.
say,
So
check your health, man. Check it. You think
yeah.
something wrong, go do it. Don't wait. Because the longer
Yeah.
you wait, the worse it can be.
No,
Yeah, man.
no,
It can be
no.
it's a wake up call. It's a wake up call, but
Well, gentlemen, I truly, truly, truly thank y'all for being on the Iron Sharpening Iron after show. These were some really good, really deep and needed conversations. Anthony, my time, I truly thank you for being a
Oh, thank
guest
you.
on the Iron Sharpening Iron show and the after show. Walt,
Yeah.
as usual, thank you for popping in and
Yes, sir.
man.
taking care of us, man. I appreciate it. This is the time I'm going to turn it over to Anthony to close us out. Walt, again, I thank you, sir. And thank you again for being on the show. You know you're more than welcome all the time. And I will get you, Anthony, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can say the closing remarks to whomever might still be out there. But like I said, they're going to be watching this show later and they'll pick it up. So, Anthony, I'm turning it over to you, sir. Walt, I'll talk to you next time, my brother.
All
All
right.
right.
Take
Thanks,
care.
man. Yep.
Yes, sir. Take care of my time. Good seeing you,
All right.
brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you.
God bless you both, man.
All right, sir. All
All
right.
right.
My time is yours, man. Yep. It's yours.
Okay, everybody who's still here, I want to thank Big Jack for inviting me on this channel because he's doing big, great things. I want to thank everybody, the My Time community that showed up and rocked out. I want to thank King Explicit, Miss Holiday, Krista Flash, Khalil or Khalil. I'll get your name right. I'm gonna reach out to you. Khalil, Krista Flash, Destined to Recover, Lala High Vibe Coach, Miss Jazzy in the house. Who else we got? Power and Redemption in the house. Everybody, the My Town community showed up, Big Jack. Ellen Endeavors came in the house. I mean, you know, the community that I'm building is not just for me. It's for everybody that want to come and grow their life as they grow their channel. See, I said it different. Grow your life as you grow your channel. Because once you grow your life, your channel has no other reason not to grow. You being your authentic self is going to attract those people that's assigned to you. That's one of the keys I teach everybody in the My Time community. You have people that's assigned to you. And since people are assigned to you, once you open up your mouth and share that gift, the people that's assigned to you will take your gift and ask for more. And if you're thinking that nobody's watching your channel, people are always watching your channel. They just want to watch to see if you committed enough to make more videos. Once you make more videos, people are going to come and digest the videos that you created. They're going to say they want more. But you so focused on, I'm not getting no views, I'm not making no more videos. You're building a table for those people that are coming. Build the table for the people that's coming. You got 2 or 3, 4 views, you're building a table for those thousands of people that's going to come once they hear the message in your voice. Once they hear the message that's resonating in their heart when you speak, they're going to come. So when they do come, they're going to say, wow, I saw that video. Do you have any more videos? If you gave up like I did in 2012, you got 1 or 2 videos, they will say, I want to have more. I want to have more of My Time. I want to have more Big Jack. He got no more videos. I'll wait till he put more videos out. But if you build that table with those videos, once they see that one video, they're going to feast on all those other videos that you have on that table. Then they're going to say, I want more. You have a community? I want more. Can I join your community? I want more. I want to rock with Big Jack. I want to rock with Mr. Jernigan. I want to rock with Q. I want to rock with Dare to Search. I want to rock with King Explicit. They're doing good things because they got a message that I'm rocking with and it resonating in my heart. And they built a table for those that's going to come. So I'm sharing this to you, whoever's listening on this replay or on this live. You got a message, share that message. Nobody's watching, people are watching. And you're building a table for those people that's coming. Because if you believe you got a message, you believe you got people. And if you build that table, when they do come, they're going to feast on the table that you built for them with these videos. Like I said, Big Jack, thanks for this opportunity to speak to your community. Thanks for My Time community coming here, showing Big Jack some love. Thanks for everybody. Thanks for Kahil, sending out the shout outs. What do you call it? The shout outs? Yeah, the shout outs. Thanks for Blue sending the shout outs. I'll get the right words. Don't worry about it. But I'll make up words if you don't know. If you're My Time community, you know what I'm talking about. But I just want to thank everybody for coming and showing us love on this live. And hopefully, Big Jack, we could do this again. Get the brothers back. Come back and talk about men, iron sharpening iron. Men talking about men things. But we'll talk about that later. But everybody, I want you to enjoy the rest of your evening or the rest of your day because this is Big Jack story time. God bless.